Just who will Danny and his friends bow to? In our story, some will face choices where they must physically bow.
Others will need to choose who they will follow, serve, and worship.
You will see Danny and his friends in the arena, fire, and den.
But first, we are getting ahead of ourselves. Danny and his friends arrived in Babylon having been captured by the Babylonians.
And they soon realized that life in Babylon was very, very different than life in Israel.
Well, aren't you the strongest, best captives I've ever seen? Good for you. We are so glad to have you here in Babylon. This is Helga. She'll give you a tour of our royal weight room, where you'll prepare for our Babylonian warrior challenge. What do you say, warriors?
Babylon strong.
Challenge? What challenge? You'll love it. Helga will tell you all about it. I have to finish my workout. Time for lunges. Carry on, warriors.
Babylon strong.
Here in Babylon, we work our bodies to their fullest capacity. We are the best. Soon you will be the best, but it looks like you'll need to train before you compete.
Danny was intrigued by the idea of a physical fitness challenge. In his mind, he pictured himself flying through the course, catching barbells left and right as they were thrown at him.
Take that! And that!
Although that's not exactly what happened. Here's what really happened.
This doesn't look so tough. Let me just... Oh dear, that's very heavy. I can't lift that.
He said it, you know the drill.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Huh? We do jumping jacks every time someone says the word can't.
1, 2,
3, 4, 5.
You'll get it. We have a bunch of workout words. It keeps things exciting. Just wait till someone says,
Don't say it.
The king assigned Danny and the Sheks a daily ration of food straight from his own kitchen. They were to be trained for 3 years and then enter the king's service. Danny was not to defile himself by eating the king's foods. Danny asked for permission not to eat these unacceptable
Helga,
foods.
I would like to respectfully ask that me and my friends may not be required to eat the king's food.
We have top chefs cooking for us, day and night. Best food in Babylon. Why in the world would you ask that?
I can't help but notice, Helga.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That you're still lifting weights.
Yep, gotta keep that heart rate up.
She never stops working out. She's our top warrior.
Babylon strong! As you know, we are Israelites.
That's the word.
Israelites, Israelites, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Please know that our God of heaven has ruled us the following. May we please simply be allowed to eat vegetables and drink water for the next 10 minutes.
That's a sure way to lose a competition.
Gotta have protein.
Even so, we are following the rules of the Most High God. Just give us 10 days and see how we do.
I don't know. If King Neb sees you looking weak at the competition, he's gonna punish me.
Don't worry, our God will not let us down.
He keeps his promises and we depend on him.
10 days passed and it was time for the competition.
Danny and his friends had eaten only vegetables, while the Babylonians had eaten like kings.
Strong!
twist have been defeated! The challenge was over, and Danny and the Shacks were crowned the winners. They determined to give God all the glory for their victory.
I have got to say, those vegetables did not let you down. How did you do it?
It was the Most High. He made us strong.
Whatever. Back to business. As Babylonians, you will need new names. From now on, you will be Shadrach, Meshach, and you, Abednego. Back to push-ups.
Meanwhile, King Neb was very impressed that Danny and the Shacks had won the Babylonian warrior challenge.
I am very impressed with you, Israelites.
Israelites! 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I can't imagine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How you did it. But you beat my finest people in the Babylonian warrior challenge.
Babylon strong!
And you easily beat the obstacle course even without eating our chef's amazing foods. Tell me your names again.
I'm Shadrach. I'm Meshach.
I'm just gonna call you the Shacks.
I like it.
Would you like to be regular competitors in the challenge? You have the strength that it takes.
Strength comes from Yahweh, the Most High God.
We will live and serve here, but please allow us to honor God with what we choose to eat.
King agreed, and Danny and his friends continued to quietly follow God and eat the food they knew God wanted them to.
They chose to have faith and follow God, even when it was unpopular.
Even when it seemed the wisest choice was to eat the king's food so they can be strong.
And God blessed them as they lived in a foreign land.
To stay true to who you know you are. It's easier said than done to be in the world but not forget your call. One decision can change everything and set the course of your life. Will you look to God or go it alone? Everyone decides. Everyone decides.
But faith waits for the impossible. Faith sees what only God can do. Faith waits for the beautiful. Our future God has in store for those who believe the impossible.
I wanna see the hand of God in the world around me, in every part. I wanna hear His gentle voice teaching me to hear His heart. I will depend on God in everything, for He's the source of my life. I will seek His ways and not my own. I'll trust in Him alone. Trust in Him alone.
Faith waits for the impossible. Faith sees what only God can do. Faith waits for the beautiful.
Time in Babylon went by, and Daniel and the shacks adjusted to their new life in Babylon.
Above all, they continued. Daniel and his friends prayed and asked God to give them wisdom to live in this new land. Above all, they continued to trust God that He would take care of them.
Placed in a high position and sent off to oversee operations in various parts of the land.
Meanwhile, the king appointed the shacks over a province in Babylon. One day he had a big announcement.
What a great king I am! Look at all I have accomplished. All the praise and glory goes to me. Wait until you see what I have built.
A 90-foot golden...
A 90-foot golden statue of our favorite person, me.
That when the bead dropped, they would be required to fall down and worship the golden statue. Whoever would not would be thrown into a furnace of blazing fire.
The shacks had one problem. They knew they couldn't bow down to anyone but God.
There's no way we're bound to that thing, right? Of course not. We can't.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Shacksters, I know you have your own beliefs, but you do realize what needs to happen here, right? I mean, it's going to be really obvious if everyone's bowing to the statue and you three aren't.
Perhaps the king won't mind. He loved us. Maybe he'll make an exception.
The shacks thought the king might change his mind. What if he decides that no one should bow down to the statue at all? They could just imagine.
To my loyal Babylonians, I was just talking to my very best friends, the Shacks, and they have reminded me that there was only one God, so I am taking down the statue. We will all worship the one true God.
Although, I'll bet you realize that that's not what happened.
This is what happened.
If anyone does not bow down to the golden statue of me, I want him thrown into a fiery hot furnace immediately!
You're not thinking this through, Shakizzles. King Neb respects your belief. I know for a fact that he was impressed with your God. Your God helped you win the Babylon Warrior Challenge.
Many people are impressed with God. Just because a person is impressed does not mean their life has changed.
We don't want to lose you. You'll be no use to your God after you've been toasted.
Yeah, if you just make this one compromise, you'll be able to keep serving God for a very, very long time.
It's easy to compromise. It's easy to get caught for worshiping other things.
So we must worship the one true God.
We won't bow. Simple as that.
I'd like to begin the festivities for a gigantic, enormous worship service with the most amazing king around. Me. Welcome to my party. So glad you came. It's a big celebration to praise my name. Well, we're here for something you should know. I always hate to mention it, but here it goes. Let's all celebrate and have some fun. But before we do anything else, first you're gonna bow.
Bow down to your king, and let you sing. Bow down, bow down, bow down to your king, bring an offering. Bow down, bow down. Bow down to your king, bow down to your king. Bow down
the shacks did not bow. In fact, they stood tall.
But some of the Babylonians were not too happy about the way it turned out. Helga brought the matter up with the king the following day while they were planking.
Oh, King, your royal muscliness. Did you notice that your favorite Hebrews, the chefs, recently forgot to bow when the beat dropped at the ceremony?
Those cool cats and shacks, are you sure?
They must still be loyal to their God. After all, they are Israelites.
One, two, three, four. The nerve! How ungrateful! After I put them in charge of the provinces here in Babylon, bring them here! I'll give you one more chance to bow down and worship the golden statue of me. But if you do not, you will immediately be thrown into the fire. Rika, tell them about the fire.
Oh, it is so hot, King. You can toast a marshmallow in 1 second, pop popcorn in 3 seconds, and pizza in 5. Let's just say you don't want to stand anywhere near it.
Much less I cracked myself up.
Our God can deliver us from the fire, but even if he doesn't, he's still more powerful than all your gods. We stand firm. We will not serve the statue or any of your gods.
Pity, I really liked you. Shacks.
Those shacklacks were thrown into the furnace hot so hot. They were stuck without a chance to ever make it out. To Babylon's surprise, they were untouched by the heat. Almighty God showed up and cooled them head to feet.
God is with you in the fire. He's with you in the flames. He is here. We call his name. He's with you in the fire. He's with you in the flames. He is here, and he will save. When things get too hot, and too hot. Under your fear, the enemy's a liar. Too hot, and too hot. God is here, see the Lord in the fire, Lord in the fire. Lord in the fire. Lord in the fire. Lord in the fire. God is with you in the fire. He's with you in the flame. He is here, and you will stay. With you in the fire. He's with you in the flame. He is here, and he will stay.
Wait, didn't we throw in 3 people in that fire? Yes, King. Why is he 4 people in that fire? Looks like they're having a party.
Too hot, too hot, too hot. Under fear, the enemy's a liar. Too hot, too hot. God is here, he's the Lord in the fire, Lord in the fire, Lord in the fire, Lord in the fire, Lord in the fire.
Mercy.
So Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were brought out of the fire.
And the fire had not burned any part of them.
Once again, King David was very impressed that God had saved him from the fiery furnace.
Praise be to the God of the shacks who has sent his angel to rescue them. They rather give up their lives than serve or worship any other god but their own. Therefore, I decree, if anyone says anything bad about their God, they'll be forced to do 1,000 burpees
And King Neb promoted the shacks and sent them off to lead the provinces in Babylon.
Many years went by and new kings came and went before a different king arrived with a very different twist.
He loves music and as much we know. You never see him bring out a saxophone.
King Darius was more interested in music, so he converted the weight room into a palace recording studio. He loved to jam with the other musicians, especially Danny.
Soon he was going to promote Danny, and he would be the second most powerful musician in Babylon. The other musicians did not like that.
He's a foreigner. If he's gonna rule over us, he doesn't even practice piano for 7 hours a day. He keeps stopping to pray to his God.
Can you imagine? I'm practicing my vocalizing and warming like every second. Me, 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 me.
The other leaders tried to find something wrong with Danny because they were jealous that he was so respected, but they couldn't find anything to blame him for. So they tricked the king into making a law they knew Danny would not follow.
Let's convince the king to make the law that all the people in the land have to pray to King Darius every day for 30 days. It was a sign of their loyalty.
Perfect. And if they don't,
Throw them in the lion's den. The lion's den!
So they approached the king.
Let me get this straight. Everyone will pray to me for 30 days?
Yes.
Not gonna lie, I love that idea.
So just in case King Darius thought it was a trap for Danny, they wrote it in a clause for it to go into effect immediately and could never be changed.
But Danny continued to pray to his God 3 times a day with his windows wide open so all could see.
God, I praise you. You're the only one and true God. My life is always in your hands. Please guide me today as I seek to follow your will. Amen.
Right away, the jealous musicians alerted King Darius. King Darius realized before that he had to follow through with his decree and go in the lion's den.
I am so sorry, Danny. I was tricked into making this decree. May your God, whom you faithfully serve, deliver you from the snare of lions.
It's all right, King. My God will protect me. We'll jam again. You'll see. And so Danny was thrown into a den of lions.
You know that feeling that you get in the pit of your soul when you think about a burger and you wanna swallow it whole? There's a sweet satisfaction knowing all will soon be fine. You heard the dinner bell and it's finally supper time.
All seem lost, what would Danny do? He will trust God and see him through. See, there's no way out, God shut their mouths.
I think they're trying to say something. I'm sorry, I can't understand you.
Perhaps I could jump in and translate. Welcome to our home.
Sorry about the mess.
But if it's not a bother,
Oh, he wants to eat you. Oh, thank you anyway. I'm just gonna stand over here.
God shut their mouths. God shut their mouths. God shut their mouths. God shut their mouths. When it seemed there was no way out, God shut their mouths. Safest place was in that lion's den. Sinner's will, best place you ever been. The lions know, now there's a doubt. Power of God, God shut their mouths. God shut their mouths. God shut their mouths. God shut their mouths. When it seemed there was no way out, God shut their mouths. All sing and shout, God shut their mouths. God shut their mouths. God shut their mouths. God shut their mouths. See, there was no way out, God shut their mouths. See, there was no way out, God shut their mouths. See, there was no way out, God shut their mouths.
At the first light of dawn, King Darius hurried to the lion's den and called out,
Oh, Danny boy, friend, have you been eaten?
"The lions have not hurt me. My God sent an angel and shut the mouths of the lions."
Hot diggity dog, this calls for a saxophone celebration.
King Darius gave orders to lift Danny out of the den.
and when Daniel was lifted from the den, no wound was found on him because he had trusted in his God.
Danny trusted in God in the lion's den. In faith, he believed the impossible.
Even in Babylon, you can still be in the presence of the Almighty God.
For better is one day in his presence than 1,000 spent anywhere else.
Bless our love to dwell in your house all day.
God that dwell in the tents of the wicked.
The Lord the God that shines the shield of glory, favor and honor. No good things are here fall for those who walk in blameless. Blessed is man who trusts in you.
Blessed the man who trusts in you.
Me? She's blessed.
Blessed the man who trusts in you. I'm blessed.
He's blessed.
Blessed the man who trusts in you. I'm blessed.
He's blessed.
You're blessed.
Blessed the man who trusts in you. I'm blessed.
He's blessed.
Blessed the man who trusts in you. I'm blessed. Better is one day. Better is one day. Oh, better is one day in your courts. Better is one day. Better is one day. Oh, better is one day in your courts. Then a thousand elsewhere. Then a thousand elsewhere. Then a thousand elsewhere. Better is one day in your courts. Then a thousand elsewhere. Then a thousand elsewhere. Then a thousand elsewhere. Better is one day in your courts.
Blessed is man who trusts in you.
A thousand elsewhere.
Blessed is man who trusts in you.
A thousand elsewhere.
Blessed is man who trusts in you. You're blessed. Blessed is man who trusts in you.
There is one day in your courts.
You're blessed.
Blessed
Blessed is man who trusts in you.
Maybe you're in your own Babylon, a difficult place where it's hard to feel that God is with you.
Rest assured that He is near and you can worship Him no matter where you are.
He will be with you in the den. Look for where God is working. No matter how disastrous it seems, God is always right there in the middle of it. God is with us and He is listening. With faith, we will stand for Him. I will stand for the one true God. I will stand. No one is with me. I will stand. For I serve the King. Even if the world comes against me, I will stand. God calls each of us to have courage to take stand in different ways. It might be like the Shacks refusing to bow to a false god.
Or it might look like Danny kneeling and praying to God even when there was a law against it.
It might even mean serving quietly in a place where those around you don't serve God, and being a trustworthy and honest worker like Danny in the Shacks in Babylon. But whatever way God calls you to stand, He will be with you and give you the strength to stand for Him.